Hello everyone and welcome to a new sneak peek video for Project R.I.S E. This time we get the reveal of everyone's favorite knight, samurai, or is it robot? Well, no one knows exactly, but I'm talking of course about P.E.K.K.A. Anyone watching probably knows who she is already, but for those who don't, well, she's a bulky, big, strong character, covered up or made up of armor that wields a sword and is originally from the game Clash of Clans, but is also present in other supercell games. Her role in all of them is that of a high health, high damage, slow moving unit, and I think it is safe to say that that will also be the case in this game. We don't get a moveset and are instead asked to imagine her abilities, so let's speculate a little bit. We are working with P.E.K.K.A. again. She's big, she's bulky, she's powerful, and she wields a sword. So what could her moveset look like? Starting with her main attack, which is the one that we don't really have to speculate much about because I think it will be the same as in the other games. That being her swinging the sword. I think the question, if anything, is whether that will be implemented as fast swings in the form of a combo maybe that lead to a stronger final blow. Or will each attack be a slow yet powerful strike that's limited in usage by its animation? Similarly to the Fisherman's Bigger Fish, which yes, it's powerful, yes, it looks really cool, but you have to wait for each animation to end before you can attack again. Or will it be limited by a cooldown similarly to Firecracker's main attack, where yes, her attacks are fast, however she has to wait a little bit before she can attack again. For her heavy attack, I'm thinking it could be a charge forward slash that extends beyond the striking area. So a strike and then it extends beyond that, so it's almost like a projectile, which is an attack that's already present in the Squad Busters version of P.E.K.K.A. and can also be compared in this game to Valkyrie's attack, where she throws her axe. Now, of course, P.E.K.K.A. wouldn't be throwing the axe, but it will work the same range-wise. For her sub-skill, I'm thinking she could maybe sprint for a few seconds, during which she would be swinging the sword, damaging anyone that she runs through, so kind of like going on a rampage. And since she's so heavy, again, since she's made out of, or I guess completely covered in armor, maybe every step she takes creates a small earth tremor that causes area damage and inflicts dizzy. I'm thinking a jump could be cool as well, but I just don't see P.E.K.K.A. jumping that high. Again, because of all the weight she has. Maybe they could do it so that she jumps in place, so it works like Barbarian's heavy attack, where he goes up and then falls down and strikes the ground. For her main skill, I don't have a concrete answer, but if I may throw some ideas out there, then maybe it activates a short mode in which she takes reduced damage for a few seconds. Maybe it's a mode where she deals increased damage for a few seconds. Or maybe she launches off her armor in all directions, creating an explosion that does big area damage. Animation wise though, it will be kind of cool just seeing her like expand, like all the armor just be launched in all directions, and then it does damage in all directions, and then it comes back and then she rebuilds herself. Maybe doing that there's like a dark smoke that covers up the actual body, again, if there's any. And yeah, it will be a cool way to expand on her character. In the sneak peek, in regards to imagining what her abilities could be, we get told laser eyes, maybe. So is that what it is? Is that a genuine hint? Personally, I'm somewhat limiting the way she will work to her already established traits in the other games. Which is why something like laser eyes is not something I would have considered. But this game being centered around action, it makes sense that these characters will get pushed farther than they ever have before when it comes to their movesets and their background and things like that. So whether that's laser eyes with P.E.K.K.A or whatever else with any other characters, anything's possible, and that's something I'm eager to see. For her passive, I like an idea that was shared by some fellow R.I.S.E enjoyers over on Discord, and that would be P.E.K.K.A's second upgrade from Clash Mini, which it's called Passive Gain Unstoppable for 10 seconds, and its description says P.E.K.K.A is immune to control effects for 10 seconds. Control effects are effects placed on characters that hinder their movement in some way, like getting slowed or getting stunned. In Project R.I.S.E, I think that could be implemented as any sort of effect that's placed on your character, whether that's dizzy, getting pushed back, or even burn or slow if those were things that could be inflicted onto you and not just enemies. I think it can add an extra layer of complexity where not only you can apply status effects to enemies, but they can apply them to you. And some hero abilities can be designed to work around these effects, such as P.E.K.K.A in this case only being able to get affected by the damage itself of enemy moves, but otherwise being pretty much unstoppable. Now what's missing are P.E.K.K.A's upgrades, her trait, and her ultimate, which we haven't seen for any hero yet. And there's a ton of possibilities for what each could involve, but for these I would rather just wait and let the dev team surprise us. So that's the first part of the sneak peek taken care of. The second part is skins. We got 2 skins for the previous sneak peek and we get 2 skins for this one, so who knows, maybe that's something we can expect each time. Here we get what seemed to be a mecha inspired P.E.K.K.A skin with vibrant neon colors and a design that, although still resembling P.E.K.K.A, differs enough that it could be its own character, which I really like. And we also get a skin that I don't know for sure how to describe, but it reminds me of bandits or gunslingers or just outlaws in general from Wild West movies. We also get asked about the theme. Now, I don't know if they're referring to the theme of Valkyrie specifically or the theme of both. The only thing I can really think of is action, so like action movies, just because mechas tend to be, well, action movies, and a Wild West movie also has a lot of action, so that's my guess. Something to keep in mind is that these are concepts, so not only could the designs change, but also we don't know how they will look inside the game. And that's it. That's a sneak peek. What do you guys think? What do you think of P.E.K.K.A's design? What do you think her abilities could be? What about the skins? Which one of the 2 do you like more? Once again, it's written in each sneak peek, but just so we are all aware, these are all works in progress. That means any of what we are being shown is subject to change. As an example, we have Countess, which between her concept art and her look in the game, her belt, it's different, it changed. For Goblin Brawler, we can see in the previous sneak peek, in that same sneak peek, that his left statue looks different in the showcase model and in the in-game model. So this is all a process that takes time and involves experimentation, trial and error, so nothing is set in stone. Alright, another month, another sneak peek, can't wait for more.